I just fixed my cord up.
I see. What's up, everybody?
In Toronto, Ontario, the home of the Raptors, where we're broadcasting live. The NBA on 2K Sports. Evan Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record.
Well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up?
And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Now, here is Russell. Last game we saw him score 32. Here's Randall. The second chance effort. Shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down.
Beautiful. How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a
I
good look at the
forgot he
action.
just dropped.
Outside Bryant lets it go from deep.
Y'all can check that
Misses
out.
that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. It's DeRozan with the drive. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Kobe, that's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The drive by Lowry. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there, even though it didn't.
Bryant against Johnson. Kobe kicks to Clarkson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Clarkson's got his first 2 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The feed to Patterson.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that comeback.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic mark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to the shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Releases. And the shot falls short this time.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Lakers trail by 7.
And back to James Johnson. Yeah, he improved his shooting percentage, but the rest of his game has been kind of in a holding pattern. He's averaging neither highs nor lows in any other category, and that means to me he may have flattened out in terms of reaching his potential.
Rosen dishes to Lowry. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the pass to Clarkson. There's a good screen. Kelly passes to Black. Here's Huertas, guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Clarkson, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Clarkson's got 6.
And when he gets in his head that he's going...
And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, you've got Nance. He's out there with Kobe, and it's Black in at the center, filling out the middle.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Out to the right wing. With his first shot attempt, he dishes it to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Lowry.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. He kicks it to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Patterson inside, covered by Nance. Lowry from outside, and it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll. And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, he didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
To the middle. Raptors moving the ball around. Johnson, the pass to Lowry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Clark to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosch and Vinsanity, the other two. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Here's DeRozan. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Randall kicks to Clarkson. To end the run, here's Hibbert. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Raptors lead by 16. We'll be back shortly live from the air.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
If anyone looking, see the comments, what you like about this game.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie John, the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some nice stretches of basketball from them, and at one point, they pushed the lead up to 7. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Russell dishes to Bryant. Right wing, here's Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 13. And it's Lowry penetrating, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got 19 points.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Hibbert with a screen for Kobe. To the paint. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two. Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And Bryant kicks to Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Clarkson's got 9 points.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Clarkson, and there's the pass to Hibbert. Patterson bringing the double. Here's Wirtz. Lowry covering. Cannot hit. Raptors leading by 15. It's DeRozan with the drive. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Johnson against Bryant. Pass to Clarkson. Can they get it? That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The drive by Lowry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Nancy's checked in for Randall. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Here's Wirtz, now recovering, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the wing right side. Valanciunas passes to Patterson. Lowry has the open look. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 17. One-on-one fast break. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And Lowry gets it to go.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.